Let's all go to Cargonia, land of stolen pains. Obey the quartermaster, unless he is a link. Cargotech scour the station, find more stuff to take. But the boss is never satisfied until the station breaks.
Hey folks, Sticks of the Black Pants Legion here. We're going to continue our quest, our noble quest to save a little bit of the periphery from itself. Now, there are some interesting things about the periphery that this game gets very right. There's some things that I feel thematically is very wrong about the periphery, but I can understand. I mean, it's for the sake of a game. You don't want to really be playing rocks and sticks and stones. The periphery is not completely devoid of civilization. There's some pretty powerful places in the periphery, like the Hanseatic League, Terra... Oh god, what is it? Castile, Nova Castile, not Terra Castile. And last time we left off, you know that there was kind of an issue with some of our mechs being a little broken, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of the way things go. But yeah, it's there's some interesting places out there, like the Marian Hegemony and all that. But in this part of the periphery, I guess they can kind of write their own story because they just had to, which is, I guess, part of the game. This is just them creating their own little world and showing how diverse and kind of interesting the Battletech universe can be. And that's one of the things I really like about the Battletech universe. It is one of those universes that has a assload of interesting places, has a lot of interesting characters. It has a lot of interesting things you can get into. Now, this is my not optimal Centurion, as I like to call it. And I'm waiting on refits for some of this stuff. Next up's going to be that Shadowhawk, so yeah, it's gonna hopefully get up and good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to just burn some time, which sucks because that's money. Speaking of coffee, split the coffee between them. I mean, yeah. The one thing I just try to point out thematically, and this is just me as a guy who writes, I'm not a great writer. I'm not a guy who writes great novels or anything like that. I'm not some guy who can tell you how to write your story or what have you. I'm a yeah, let's go ahead and buy some medical supplies because we're going to need them. I'm not a novelist. I don't really know much about what I'm doing on a good day. And I'm going to double check my builds here. Yeah, okay, there's the Elarim Vomit one, which is really not all that much firepower, sad to say. And then I've got the other one, which is your more standard one. I've got a Centurion and a Vindicator. This Blackjack is fine and all, but I'm probably going to rebuild that into maybe 2 AC5s, I think. So, yeah. But one of the things I like to point out thematically that I find is funny is they're like, we're out of burgers, we're out of meat, we're out of coffee, supplies are low. And I'm like, and yet we have these million C-bill weapon systems. It's pick and choose. Pick and choose. Don't try to say that we have excess of battle mech and minimal of coffee. You can make coffee a lot easier than battle mechs. Just an opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and travel to our new place. I should have been doing that instead of just waiting here, but you know, fuck it. I was running my mouth. Now, the one thing I do like is the travel times are fairly realistic to the universe. Once again, you have to burn from your planet to your jump ship, and then you have to get on the jump ship, then you have to transit, and then you have to burn once you're in system to your destination. So these ships are going to be burning days, if not weeks, in some systems. And yeah, it's a lot of sustained G's of acceleration and then decelerating all the way in. Kind of like the Expanse, but really, really cool world. Really cool world in terms of what you can get. So let's see what they got in this system. Oh, Marauder. Oh, Oh man. Be still my beating heart. I'm gonna buy some AC5s. Or wait, can't do it while in transit. Fuck, I forgot that. And that's fine. I'm not great at games. Then again, if you were watching for competence, somebody who watches my stuff kind of pointed this out. And it was kind of a confidence boost because I do feel low from time to time, and it does take its toll. Because I do have my own issues, but someone said, Tex, if you think people aren't watching for you, merely what you play, how many people do you think would watch you if everything was muted? And that's a fair point. The first thing people ask when audio fucks up or YouTube decides it's copyright time, and decides to fuck with me, whenever that is the case, and they decide to be a little bit fucky-wucky, the first thing people ask is, Tex, are you being quiet? What's going on? Oof. This is not good financial burden. But yeah, it's an interesting universe. I think if you wanted to have it be more accurate, you would have far less mechs. You would be able to buy them whole or as salvage or as second hand or third hand or eighth hand or what may be the case, but I think it'd be interesting to see mechs availability change. So way out in the periphery, you're looking at older Star League era and early mech designs, and then as you get closer to places like the Taurian Concordat or the Free Worlds League, you would see a lot more interesting stuff that is a little bit more modern, or at least, should I say, perhaps not more modern, but more contemporary, because certainly modern would imply higher technology base, and in some cases that is not a true statement. At any rate, let me get up for a moment, and then I'll return. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to get up a moment and handle some business. Unfortunately, sometimes my work calls me after hours, and I have to go deal with it. So we're going to go deal with the Oregon Reach. Everything about this place is hostile to human life, says Hipster Glasses. It's a prison. We're gonna go in there. Alright, we're gonna go do this. We're just gonna go free some political prisoners. Got an army. What do you need us for? Alright. Here's where I do my grandpa text. Reminds me of a supply raid I went on in the inner sphere. I had to punch Hideo Kojima for making shitty movies that were a game. Alright, so here we go. I don't know why people give Kojima a pass. Good gameplay surrounded by a crap, everything else is not a good game. Alright, do we want to do LRM? Yeah, let's do LRMs. Let's just pelt people. Oh yeah, Glitch did die, so I replaced it with a mercenary by the name of Dirt. Hopefully not Joe Dirt, but I'm gonna go ahead and save here because I know that the good old dice are not always good to me. Now, as much as I appreciate this game, as much as I really do, I would like to see a game that perfectly recreated the joy, madness, and craziness of tabletop with the full mechanics, much like Neverwinter Nights did with D&D, where you can see all the roles going on. So, if you play with the full crazy Total Wars of battle, or not wars, well, yeah, it is, but if you play the full total crazy rules of Battletech, LRM, yeah, capture the prison and restoration army, aka people who don't exist. Let's go ahead and do this. Scrombles run. But yeah, if you had a game that actually replicated the fullness of Battletech's advanced rules, the just absolute crazy fullness of it, you would see an amazingly in-depth game. Just have a button for roll, declare attacks and roll. I think that would be absolutely fascinating. We're going to go up here and do some jump shit. I am taking the blackjack. I know I could have taken other stuff, but I kind of remember this mission. It's been a while.
Here we go.
We're gonna get up here and take advantage of terrain, which is kind of a failing of mine in Battletech. Even in tabletop, I fail to take advantage of terrain quite frequently. I get a bit of the old gun sight fever, where you just tunnel vision in on stuff, and that's my own problem. All right, let's just blow these up. Let's just blow these up right here. Please explode. No. I don't know what kind of generator can take that kind of damage. Because, any electrical power source I've ever fucked with, all it requires is a marble getting dropped on it or something and cause it just to shoot sparks and blow up. I mean, they're not that durable.
Locked on. One less structure.
Nice. Also, I hate to say this, but this is kind of a failure of design planning here.
This is the Warden.
Oh.
We have an intruder alert. All combat units, prepare to repel hostile.
Nice. Alright. Let's get going.
Confirmed.
Oh, a scorpion. Scromble know how to deal with Scorpion. Scromble know how to deal with Scorpion very well. You know what? Let's try to multi-target this. There we go. Yeah, that's out of range. Well, let's do it. Bulldogs are no joke in Battletech at all. They are not a joke. They're cheap as fuck and they're really dangerous. You don't want to fuck with bulldogs at all, because I put them kind of in the same bit of dangerous as the Capellan tank, the PO, P-O, not like Edgar Allan, but they are just cheap, and the PO is very cheap. I knew a guy who used to be a Capellan player, and he absolutely wrecked people with cheap armor. He played an absolutely just dog shit cheap lineup of everything. I think his most advanced vehicle that he had was Vindicators, and he really made things unpleasant for people. And it was fun. I mean, it was really fun to watch him fight people who brought all this expensive stuff, and all he did was just bring a bunch of really cheap crap, and he kicked a lot of ass with it,
Standing by.
which is really nice.
Roger.
All right, I gotta concentrate here. Yeah. Let's see, Scorpion or a Bulldog? Bulldog's more dangerous. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Missile swarm.
Vehicle down.
Now, I know a lot of people are just starting to get into Battletech Tabletop. And not a lot of people like Battletech Tabletop. I think Battletech Tabletop's great because the relatively static set of rules and being able to select by era. So you can be like, ooh, I want to play SLDF era. I want to do the American Civil War. I want to do 3025. I want to do 3050. I want to do Clan Invasion. I want to do 3067. I want to do FedCom Civil War. I want to do Jihad. Like, you can take every single setting within that and play whatever you like. So you don't have to constantly buy new codexes or what have you because the rules are fucky. You can just do what you like and go from there, which is really pleasant. You don't see the codex creep so much that a lot of other games have, which is unfortunate to say the least. That is one of the huge problems I have, or have had, with 40K over the years, is you'll try to buy an army or something. You'll try to have a good time with what you've bought as an investment, and you'll find that by the time you've painted the fucker and gotten it ready, a new codex, new rule set, what have you, has made it unplayable. Or you have to buy new models, or you find very quickly that you can't play that army anymore because there are no more models. They pulled the model line, or they did one thing or another, or something came out that fucked with things. And I had like 3 guard armies. Notice I say guard, not Astra Militarum, because that's stupid. And one of the really big issues I always have is when a company encourages codex creep and all these other things to keep you buying shit, rather than just enjoying what you have. And some people think I tee off on just Games Workshop for that, but it's the same issue I had with D&D 4th edition, where you couldn't, it wasn't reverse compatible with other books. So once you have all these fun things, you have to get rid of them to play the new hotness that everyone has been more or less made to play with, because that's just how it works. However, Games Workshop is pretty awful about the whole codex creep thing, and I've never been a huge fan of that. I gotta take these turrets out. You gotta get them turrets down, as they will just absolutely needle me to death. Put that on B and fire.
Engaging multiple targets.
But I would like to see a in-depth game that replicated tabletop. I know there's Mega Mech. I know. Some people are going to go, Tex, have you heard it? Yes. Played lots of it. I'm well aware of it. Understand how it works. Oh no! That's expensive. God damn it.
Good to go.
That is really not cash money of them.
Position confirmed.
I'm not happy about that. That was incredibly expensive.
Firing on target. Brought it down.
Oh, God. That makes me a little mad,
What's up, boss?
to say the least. Alright, let's
On the move.
go over here. The turrets are down, which is great. Now I'm going to have to do multi-targets. Here we go. There we go. So let's put you on B. Mm-hmm.
Copy that.
And hope this all works out.
Yep.
But again, take my my points with a fair grain of salt here. Salt being the perfect phrase for that.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Because I'm not a game developer. I'm not a game critic. I don't have those chops. These are just my thoughts as consumer. Oh man. It's gonna be expensive. That's a PPC. PPCs are not fucking cheap. Alright, we're gonna run over here. We're gonna shoot you in the butthole. There you go. Please explode.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Waiting for orders.
I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna shoot that prison gate a little bit.
Target acquired.
Yeah, good gates.
Receiving you.
I'm gonna make that tank come over to me while I try to just hit the objective.
Flatten that one. Receiving you. Position confirmed.
Alright, well done. Go me. Enemy turn. Let's get rolling. So, what you're watching now has been recorded midsummer. So anyone out there who sit there and tries to tell me text next time do this, you're sadly going to be woefully out of time. And I apologize for that. Some people have made comment, you know, they'll notice that they'll support the Patreon for a little bit, you know, they wanted to help, but, you know.
Sit tight,
Uh-oh.
Lady Arano is aware of the situation. Reinforcements are on the way.
A prison garrison. In all reality, a prison garrison would be a shitload of infantry running out and shooting from these towers. But yeah, some people have supported the Patreon for a little bit. They said I wanted to help for a few months or what have you, which is, you know, cool.
Roger. Full
I mean, I'm not at all sad or miffed that someone only supports for a little bit. I'm surprised people support at all, really. But some people have noticed, they'll say, hey, you know, I supported, and then my name wasn't in the credits for a little bit. And then 6 months later, they're like, God, my name's been in the credits for 6 months. Like, what's going on? I said, well, if I'm really playing a lot of something all at once, you'll see your name get in the credits. If I play a lot of something 1 month and then slowly dole that out over months, you'll see your name show up for a lot longer than you thought. I don't just make a thing a month, so... Oh, hold on.
Warning.
I see something I might want. Alright, I'm gonna move this Vindicator over here, I think. Okay, Jenner, I'm just gonna give him a little blast here. Oh, fuck you, Jenner.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
He's not having a good time, is he? I do want that Centurion. I want it badly. I want it real bad.
Warning. Armor low.
Yes, Commander. Coordinates received.
Alright, let's go ahead and just nail this general a little bit more. Because he's got a lot of evasion, being a quick boy, and anything I can do to take him out of the fight all the sooner is better. But yeah, I understand why they set it in the periphery, because it's not an established canon, and they don't have to worry about...
Warning. Damage.
They don't have to worry about a lot of different things, in terms of worrying about canon violation of this or that or what have you. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to keep teeing off on one.
On it.
Good hits.
Fight harder, damn you! We can't let this prison fall!
Yeah, you can. It's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to stand back here and provide some fire support. There you go. He's having a bad day. Yeah, that was not that accurate. But yeah, I get why they do what they do. I get absolutely why they do what they do. In terms of setting it here in the periphery. And I understand them making mechs a little bit more available. Oh look, here comes the lady. I'm sure she survives. And a Kintaro. Absolutely great. I'd be like, ma'am, could you please step back and let the adults handle this?
Position confirmed.
Now you want to play war. Oh, there's the Jaeger mech, aka Rifleman 1.5. Alright, let's see how that precision strike might shape out. Not great here. Yeah, let's not do called shots. Let's just let's just do normal shooting.
Roger.
Oh, beautiful. I think that's coming home with me. I think that is coming home with
That
me.
hit something good.
And I'm kind of split, as I've said, on the salvage mechanics of this game. I think they could do a little better. Oh, good shooting. Thank you. But one of the things I think this game really needed was a second lance. The first thing this game really needed, oh my god, they are just disarming me.
Detecting
God, Scrombles, you need to hide. Well, let's run you back here. Vindicators aren't made of iron. They're made of lies. Like the Capellan people themselves. But, I would have liked to have seen, first and foremost, a lot less memory leaks. I think that would have been very good. So, we'll swap my guy out and hope that,
Standing by.
this works, and we're gonna get that blackjack in there to deliver a little bit of dack-a-dack. Good shooting, for the most part. One good hard hit ought to knock him down.
What do you need?
So let's move him out in the open. Give him something else to shoot at. Yeah, that'll do. This ought to send him down. Bingo. Yeah, Centurions are great. I really like them. I think they're an all-rounder great mech. You can do a lot with a Centurion. There's that Bulldog we didn't deal with, who's just pelting us, but not really doing much. Oh, this is going to be an expensive aftermath here.
Commander,
Let's get in here and give that Jaeger mech what for.
on it.
Oh dear.
Solid connection on that one.
Come on. Get in the fight, lady. It's your war. Thank you for knocking that evasion down. Ooh, I'm getting sandpapered here.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Yeah, I gotta hide him.
Standing by. Acknowledged.
Let's go ahead and give him some business. There we go. A little bit of... Ooh. Ooh.
Reporting critical hit. Waiting for orders. Copy that.
Alright. Let's let him have it. I know this is a bit close for LRMs, but... I'm hoping to make him fall over. I'm just going to get him in here and let him fire. It'll make him feel better. I'm going to have to rebuild the whole fucking thing anyways.
Engaging target.
Oh, beautiful.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Oh, he's getting in the water. He's getting in that water. He doesn't know who he wants to get wrecked. He's gonna try to
That
shoot
shot got
everybody
past
a
my
little bit.
armor.
Warning. Enemy in rear arc.
Yeah, well that's probably where I have the most armor. So, fool on you, buddy. Give him one laser. One ping only, Vasily. Peel that evasion off. Way to kill, Steel Lady. Nice try. Oh, this may be the end for it. Oh, that's a lot of internals. Oh, that's gonna be expensive.
Armor breached. Internal damage.
Yeah, we gotta knock this guy out and then get back there and just go seal club and knock that guy around.
Moving to position.
Yeah, a bit far to torso twist. I measured that poorly.
Orders. Moving out.
Blow him
I
up.
copy.
There we go. Please just pass out.
Solid connection on that one.
He's almost done. He is almost done. Let's back up a little bit. Let these missiles have some room.
Target for announcement.
There we go. Done and done.
I hope we can salvage that.
Yeah, the Jaeger mech and the riflemen are not the sturdiest of things. Why don't you just open this prison and let people out, and it turns out it's the wrong prison, so it's just full of, like, cannibals and murderers. Murder cannibals. It's like Murder Hobo. That's the name of the prison. It's just the Murder Hobo prison. He's gonna
What's up, boss?
try to come around, so we're gonna jump jet over this wall and get in his face.
Yes, Commander. Roger that.
That's why we're gonna do this. I have our LRM guy just stand by for pelting. And we're just gonna rain fire over that hill on him. Just a little bit of fire, no big deal.
Receiving you.
Alright, there we go.
Roger that.
There we go, what do we got? A trebuchet? Well, I'll be.
Locking in all weapons.
You're in the wrong neighborhood, buddy. He's like, I'm in danger. Uh-oh. Rock'em Sock'em Robots has failed. Now it's time for Murder Ball.
Waiting
All
for
right,
orders.
let's go ahead and jump. Get him in that. Get him from the other side right there.
Giving him everything I've got.
We get that evasion
Ready for
down,
orders.
which means now the LRMs come in. Ooh. Yeah, that's badass. I agree. Let's get up here.
Full throttle.
Just stomp on a building makes me feel better. He won't last another round, I don't think. Not with these guys in his face.
Good to go.
Yeah, overheat alert. There we go.
Confirmed.
Come on, Kentaro, get in here. Do some magic. When your employer shows up and actually does their job, it's amazing. Oh, wow. Good shooting, lady. Good shooting.
Commander,
Let's give him a
Moving to
stomp.
position.
Let's give him the stomp, I think. A little bit of...
wait into it.
Ooh. It's a bad day on Black Rock for that guy. Prepare yourself, it's not going to be easy. Turns out they've had a guy in prison for a while that we all know and love. Alright. Good pay, but Christ. I'm paying for it. I want the Centurion, I want the Jaegermech part, and the Trebuchet, I'm eh. And I do want that AC-5. Yeah, I'll take that. GM, General Motors, they better get cracking. They better get cracking on the they better really get cracking on the fusion plant thing. They really should.
By the time our forces found him, it was too late. I'm sorry, Kamea. He was here all this time.
Rashu.
Turns out, ejection systems work. Again, this artwork shit is amazing. If I had infinite money, I would retell the American Civil War using art style like that. I think that would be great. I don't have a bajillion dollars, though. And they also probably wouldn't let me. There's a bit of a fucky-wucky thing, as we might call, something that you guys probably may or may not be aware of, but The Battletech IP is split up like cake at a church picnic, and CGL owns the right to publish the tabletop games, but different people own different pieces of it. And the sad thing is the IP is owned by Topps, the baseball card company, and Topps is owned by Tornante, which is a entertainment company which is owned by Michael Eisner, who used to run Disney. And basically they just issue cease and desists all day. So a lot of fan projects that have tried to create really cool stuff have been more or less shit on and told to pack it up and go the fuck home. And it's a really complex issue, but it's absolutely terrible when you see other fandoms being able to create really cool stuff, like in Star Wars, Star Trek, 40K, what have you. Also, the other issue just came to mind right now with this game is using these static weird animations and lack of voice is really jarring when you go to the other parts of the game that are so beautiful and great. It's like having fully painted, beautiful tapestries to look at, and then in the next scene, having stick figures. It's quite jarring. Yeah, a hero's story shouldn't end like this. Your own family is kind of behind it, but I mean, this is Battletech. Noble families are like that. Galvanize your supporters. Let's do that. Let's fight the war, the good fight. So, I've seen my share of the gulags. Sure you did, Scrombles. Scrombles, Punch Scorpion. Yeah. Oh, boy. I think it's funny that this was the family secret, was just a wreck, a pile of junk, which flies now, but still flying junk is junk. And the Torian Concordat has a Corvette left over from the Star League era, and it's barely space-worthy, and it's a chunk of their defense budget to even keep it moving around, but it barely works. And I think they've jokingly called it the Albatross because it's just ill-omened. There's a lot of interesting things in this universe where it shows how much they've lost in shipbuilding. Alright, so now we got our... You've got yourself a navy. It's not a navy, really, but it's a start.
People of the Oregon Reach, I am Kamea Arano, and I have failed you. For 3 long years, Director Espinosa has imprisoned and starved and murdered our people. And where was I? Hiding in a palace, light years away, building support, planning. While the Directorate's secret police turned neighbor against neighbor, made your loved ones disappear, conscripted your children.
This is all common stuff, though.
I wasn't here. I didn't know. The crimes that I have witnessed here today are unforgivable. No doubt, Director Espinosa believes that the ends justify the means, that the Oregon Reach has been made strong.
Exodus Acta
I say
Probat.
that strength built on fear is brittle. The Directorate is a paper tiger, and I declare this restoration today to rally the true strength of our people, our resilience, and our freedom. Let Weldry be a call to arms. Join us, and together we will liberate the founding houses and retake Cormadir. Not because it is my birthright, but because the Directorate's crimes against you, the Oregon people, will no longer be tolerated. That is what I fight for, and I vow to fight for your freedoms to my dying breath.
Again, really great use of this art, and then it gets jarring where you have that one guy just sitting there looking back and forth every 5 seconds, you know, like a really bad animatronic at Chuck E. Cheese. It's jarring. Have ship will travel. Alright, good day. Farah Murad. Well, it flies. Yeah. We all appreciate it. Thanks for doing good. New crewmates? No. Oh, alright, cool. I mean, hey, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just make the ship work. Make the ship work. You're welcome aboard. Make the fucker work. Yeah, we need to figure this out. Our debt doesn't rule us anymore. Now we can go make money. Yeah, let's go do that. Uh-oh, a little bit of memory leak there. Oh, there we go. Had to load this, I guess, which it's still, yeah, having a moment with. There we go. Now it's just only slightly fucked. So let's get in the mech bay, and actually let's go to the local store and see what we can purchase. I want it. They have parts to Enforcers. Enforcers are great mechs. Fire starters, I'm not going to get much use out of. There's a stalker there, but there's only one part of a stalker, which is not great. The archer is great, but there's only 2 parts of the 3 needed. There's 1 part of a centurion, and I've got nothing else. I get enough to build 2 enforcers, and enforcers are pretty good. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got, work on the mech bay before we start writing checks. Because that thing's fucked. The spider is... I'm just going to scrap that bitch. Let's go into their storage. Anything too light, I'm just going to scrap for money. I know some people are going to be screaming right now, but this is going to allow me to do more stupid. Not scrapping the Irby. Sorry, but Irby the Love Bug needs to be a thing. Give him an AC-20 and then he'll be Irby Goes Bananas. Which is the joke I stole from a comment. The quick draw. I'm keeping you. Jaegermech, I've never liked them. I know that's going to make some people mad, but I've never liked Jaegermechs. Alright, Vindicator, Blackshot, choices. We gotta refit these things before we can start. Ugh, they didn't leave us much, did they? They did not. Alright, let's keep the heat sinks where they can do the most good. So, Vindicator. Choices. I can turn this into a good bit of laser vomit here. Not a huge bit of laser vomit, but a good bit, which will require a lot more heat sinks to make work. But that's fine, because I can also up-armor the fuck out of it, which is exactly what we need. There we go. And then I'll just put the rest in heat sinks, and this baby is just going to be laser a-hole here, because right now I don't have another PPC, and I think I can just make this work. Can I put more? No, it will not let me do more jump jets. It's like, are you crazy? And I'm like, yeah. So let's go ahead and look at what we have available. No. I mean, an MG's fine, but it's not all that great. I'm full up of stuff, so let's go check the store and buy some more heat sinks. Because, yeah. Ooh, an Exchanger Plus. That could be nice.
New equipment available.
Alright, let's get back. And, yeah. How much is it? 130 days. Fuck. Alright, let's go ahead and repair the Shadowhawk's fine. I think I could afford one more medium mech so I can have a full stable at least, and then I'll start doing upgrades to the Argo itself to make it not blow ass. So that's good. Yeah. It's kind of a step up from the Leopard. The Leopard is actually functional. This thing is a ghost ship. Oh man. Alright. I'm gonna buy an Enforcer.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Good. And I know there's other parts of mechs and what have you, but I don't want to just do what I did last time, which is like, ooh, I want that. I want to mess with this. I want to mess with that. And then I ended up just more or less playing paper doll dress up. Didn't have anything I could really use. So, Enforcer, good choice. AC-10, large laser. All happy. This thing could be pretty good. Could be, hey, that's pretty good. So let's get into the engineering section and upgrade.
Boss. Nice to see you.
Upgrade this guy here. Make it happen. No. Get it above minimal power. However,
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
we need this thing moving right away. Let's go look at some contracts, see if we can't go find some work in the meantime. Looks like we do have some work in the meantime. And it's all here on planet, which is pretty cool. So we could go find some missions and hopefully make some big money in the local arena, which is really nice. I do like that you have to do follow-up missions, more or less, in the same backyard, and help patrol and keep things well, more or less. But yeah, it's nice to have a ship, even though it is seemingly orbiting nothing right now, other than a very dark marble with some interesting civilization down there. So now, look at this.
Hello, Commander.
Yeah, let's get into ship upgrades again. Structure. Alright, let's get the power conduits, and then after that, oof. Yeah, I'm going to put a lot into automation and repair, because holy shit. The drive system is what it is for now, but there's another upgrade for it, so that's fine. And the structure upgrade would be pleasant at some point. So let's wait until we do that. That'll be fine. We're going to wait just for a... Okay. Organize pencil and paper exercises. Everyone's just going to go pew-pew. People rolling dice, man. Alright, now that the Vindicator's back up, and then we'll have the Shadowhawk back up, and then everything will be fixed. Excellent. And I can get back into ship upgrades. And there we go.
Alright, I'll get the team on it right away.
That's a huge amount of money. But yeah, soon enough I'm just going to pour as much as I can into yeah, this is going to be a pain in the ass, but it's going to be necessary in many ways. So let's go ahead and check out our barracks. I'm going to make do with the mechs I've got right now, but I need to upgrade my tech points so I have less time spent doing downtime bullshit and more time spent doing finding people and shooting them stuff, which is kind of 90% of what you're getting paid
Ready for
for.
orders.
Standing by.
I'm just going to try to make sure I balance everything as best possible. Alright, let's do this. Let's hit save game. Confirm. Okay, so next time, more Battletech. Stay safe out there, folks.
When we pulled into Cargo Bay and needed shotgun shells, the QM yelled at me to stop a banging on his bell. We wanted some munitions for our glorious ballad hunt, but found too late that they just hated us great tiny cunts.
And we're banned from cargo,
everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. I started as a cargo tech and I had to send these comms, so I did what anyone would do and ordered 20 bombs. But then an engine with a welder hit me and set me ablaze, so cargo set on fire too when the server lagged for days. And we're banned from cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. worked the shift as King Cargo decided to succeed. The cargo techs were sent out to take all the things we need. Foolishly, Sec challenged us and all of them did fall. The only thing that stopped us was that goddamn shuttle call. And we're
Banned from cargo, everyone.
Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. And now NT doesn't want us anymore.
Take it from here, Stagger.
I heard those fucking techies were building an engine. They didn't heed my warnings, they constructed an SM. Just to let them know who really is the chief. I cut the power, locked the doors, and now they're all ground beef. And we're banned from cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun.
We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. Solo!
There we go. Y'all got some yellow gloves I could borrow? Hey, is it cool if I stash this here? Nah, it's fine. I got you.
And we're
Banned from cargo, everyone.
banned from cargo
Just for having a little fun.
We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore.
Now NT doesn't want us anymore.
A pizza party is reward enough for all the cargo techs. Might as well still work for this because of their nervous wrecks. Any other suggestion just might be a sight obscene. Just another fucking ship on Space Station 13. And we're banned from cargo, everyone. Banned from cargo just for having a little fun. We spent the whole round gearing up and stealing all their ore. Now NT doesn't want us anymore. Because we're job banned. Oh, give me a locus where the gravitans focus, where the three-body problem is solved, where the microwaves play down at 3 degrees K, and the cold virus never evolved. Home, home on LaGrange, where the space debris always collects. We possess, so it seems, two of man's ancient dreams: solar power and zero G-sex. We heat algae pie, our vacuum is high, our ball bearings are perfectly round. Our horizon is curved, our warheads are merged, and the kilogram weighs half a pound. Home, home on LaGrange, where the space debris always collects. We possess, so it seems, two of man's ancient dreams: solar power and zero G-sex. If we run out of space for our burgeoning race, no more Lebensraum left for them age. When we're ready to start, we shall take Mars apart, if we just find a big enough wrench. Home, home on LaGrange, where the space debris always collects. We possess, so it seems, two of man's greatest dreams: solar power, zero G says. I'm sick of this place, it's McDonald's in space. Yes, living out here is a bore. Well, tell the Shaggies don't cry, they can kiss me goodbye, 'cause I'm moving next week to L4. Home on LaGrange, where the space debris always collects. We possess, so it seems, two of man's ancient dreams, solar power and zero G.